This is the bounce back. Keep your eyes on them.
This is the bounce back.
Are we recording?
Yep. This is the bounce back. Keep your
eyes
on
open.
him.
This is the bounce back.
I might do another slap.
I'm like Messi and Ronaldo. Goal!
Yeah.
Scored on these boys. That Will Smith freestyle is awesome. Because you're just like, this sucks, but just the amount of energy he's putting into it. I love it.
It almost convinces you it's good.
He's a true talent.
His
Also,
charisma.
You can't blame it for not being the best because it's a freestyle. It was all from the top of the
True.
dome.
Yeah, he definitely didn't pre-write it and practice it multiple times.
The Church of Scientology definitely didn't have to pre-approve his freestyle.
Yeah, the Church of Scientology.
I got a freestyle I might cook up if you guys can throw on a beat. Oh, yeah, well, we can do that. Wait, hold on. I'm waiting for an email from...
David Miscavige.
Yeah, David Miscavige needs to approve these bars.
Is he still doing his thing? Is it still Miscavige?
I think so.
Yeah, he chose the Lil Uzi Vert beat on that. He's like, all right, Lyrical Lemonade, I choose the beats for my slave Will Smith. Sorry, too early for that.
No.
I realized
actors are basically slaves.
I know, but
David
I
would
realized
never
the
do something
ethnicity
like that.
of Will Smith, and I go, that's
It's
worst
okay.
word choice I could have used right there.
Hey, once you go down the water slide, you can't quit halfway through. You just gotta
You
keep
can,
Yeah.
but people are going to pile up behind you.
Once you go down the water slide, you got to go all the way down.
Yeah. Yeah. Will Smith, he just. What is he, Matt?
Please, no intentionally stopping yourself in the water slide.
That's a really funny announcement. Please stop intentionally stopping
Dude,
yourself in
they
the
used
water
to do that
slide.
at our childhood pool. Kids would fucking.
There's like one lifeguard's
there's a small
job to be
tube
like,
slide and
stop,
kids-
stop hiding in the slide.
Kids would just fucking stop and then wait to have another. These kids were fucking masochists. They would stop in the slide and just wait for someone else to come down and bang them in the back.
That's such a wordy announcement. Stop blocking the slide for the others. Please don't do that.
Except it's some like ninth grader telling some seventh grader that they're not allowed to block the slide, so they'd blow the whistle and just be like, "No stopping on the slide." And then the kid in the side would be like, "Fuck you!
You're not my dad or God.
And then an adult blocks
You're not
the
my dad, God, or my boss."
and then an adult blocks the slide, and the guy's just like the kid's just arguing with a pedophile. It's just like, I just came here by myself. I don't want to be bothered.
I was getting 2 Instagram videos on my reels consistently the past year. And it's one from a horror movie where girls go down a slide, like a tube slide at a water park, and there's like 2 blades taped or put up
Whoa.
so that they get cut into 4s. And then they come out like Tom and Jerry, where they still have their faces and they're still alive, but they're cut like a cake.
They're diced.
Wah, wah, wah. No, Instagram cuts it out and it goes into black and white because the blood, and it's one of those Indian AI made slop videos that is like, oh, this is from a movie, and it's like the girls go down the water slide, they don't see the blades.
I love those.
That's some of the worst fucking internet content.
You guys love the word slop. Like slop
That's what it is.
TV,
There's
slop
nothing else to
content.
describe it.
Oh, speaking
eat
of
up your
slop
slop.
content, we got to talk about the shows we watched, bro. We gotta key up people on what we do after the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Seeking brother husband.
Oh, Seeking Brother Husbands.
Yeah,
Amazing. Is it TLC? It was on HBO Max.
it's on Max.
It's if you guys want to watch this.
White Lotus is over. Everyone's got post White Lotus depression. Maybe this season didn't satisfy you quite the way that 2 men can satisfy 1 woman.
Exactly.
sometimes-
This is the
3
this
men.
is the official pitch for Seeking
I'm
Brother
moving my
Husband.
2 husbands into bunk beds so we can add a 3rd husband.
It's the show
Crazy.
is, if you don't know, the show is about the people that I hope Trump holocausts.
No way. No, there's the thing about the show. You start out and the show makes you sick and it makes you angry.
Oh,
And
I've
then
never
by
seen
episode
you guys
by
this
epi-
angry at anything.
by episode 3 I was like, "Oh, my friends." I got used to them. I liked them. I
Yeah,
like
we were
the
like, well,
characters.
actually, not every situation is different.
Yeah, the one was just
maybe
yeah,
love involved.
my dick doesn't work and I feel bad, so my wife wants to have sex and she still loves me, and she wishes my dick would work, but it doesn't. So we brought in another guy to have sex with my wife, and he's my best friend. And I was like, well, this is actually okay, I guess.
Yeah.
I actually don't have any problem because they started off with like. We met in college, and I knew instantly she was the one. She was the love of my life. And we got married, and then she's like, yeah. And then I decided I wanted to bring home a black guy to fuck. That's like, dude.
That one's the saddest. And then
And I'd say it has nothing to do about race, but it does a little bit.
a little bit. Well,
I'm not racist, but like, come on. That's like the worst thing you can do.
You're not
Yeah,
wrong.
if my wife wants to add someone to our relationship, I'm going with the smallest, most Chinese man.
Yeah. You got to keep the expectations low.
Oh, but the funny thing about that couple is that like the guy, the
The guy's trying to be friends with him.
yeah, and they kind
Yeah.
of do become friends, and then and let's be clear, ugly woman, inside and outside, she needs to figure out a lot, like how to do her makeup and find.
She should just
spiritual
kill herself, to be
higher
honest.
being.
It's pretty gross.
She approaches her
we were saying a
husband
lot of
and
violent
her black boyfriend, and is like, I want to start fucking other men. And the black boyfriend is like, where's this coming from?
Yeah. This woman's going to fuck other guys.
And he's
She's
out.
not known for doing
If
that.
I knew this woman liked fucking other guys,
Yeah.
I don't think I would have agreed to this.
Yeah.
That was so sad because after that conversation, him and her boyfriend were just, or him and her husband,
yeah.
were just playing cornhole, just depressed.
Well, they're playing cornhole like like on the verge of tears because they both are like, I'm siding with you, not my wife. And it's like, yeah, I'm siding with you, not my girlfriend, because we have a better bond from fucking the same woman than we do with the woman because she's a whore. Or not a whore.
I
She wants to
guess my
experience
hope,
sexual
if
life
we continue
more, I
watching
guess.
this, which we probably will, my hope is that in most of these situations, the guys end up together and just kick the wife out.
Oh,
That's what it
100.
seems like.
The
For the
chemistry
cornhole-
between the guys is so much better than
I think a
any-
lot of these
yeah.
guys might be gay men.
Yeah. Yeah.
The cornhole's so funny. Just like getting
an
cut. and
analogy.
Like, just playing cornhole.
Yeah. Do you think the producers were like, well,
Like,
we got to
what's
have them film. We got to film this part of the show because it's not a scene. I don't know what to call it.
They're like, what's the funniest thing they could play?
For this scene,
What's the most
They're
ridiculous thing
pickling
two
their
guys
own
could play?
cucumbers.
Cornhole is the funniest game you could play with a guy who just cucked you.
Yeah.
Just like a very like.
And you're having such like an emotional.
just got done playing cornhole with your wife.
You're having such an emotional conversation that you're like on the verge of tears, and you're like, is on the board 1 point or 2 points?
Does that count? It's
Yeah.
kind of in there.
Yeah, no, it's hanging
that a
off.
half
It's touching
point?
the ground. It can hang off the board, but it can't touch the ground. I love her so much, and I know she's my forever person.
Yeah. So
And
what's
I'm
the
fine with you
score?
fucking her, but I don't want a third guy to fuck her of a different race.
So what's the score? I haven't been keeping track. I haven't been keeping track. Are we winning? Am I
Also,
winning?
yeah, 1v1 cornhole. They're in a polyamorous relationship, and yet they can't find
find
two
a
other
partner
dudes
for
to
cornhole.
play cornhole with.
I do feel like that's a lot of it too. Is just guys who have trouble finding friends, and they're like, "Well, I'll be friends with the guy who's fucking my wife."
Yeah, or
Couldn't
they're.
be that
I do
bad.
think
well,
these
they're
guys
all
were
just so-
very pathetic.
I think they're so beaten down by their relationship.
I'm going to say this, and no one's brave enough to say this, but the men in the polyamorous relationship.
Yeah, well, I
where
was
there's
very.
a bunch of. I think they're pathetic.
I was obviously very anti the women immediately. And then it sort of started to become clear that the women were begging their mans to be like, say no to this.
Yeah.
Except for the
Please.
one lady. The one lady was not. The one lady was
What,
super, the
Lexus?
the Houston lady.
What's her name?
I forget, but it was the black lady from Houston.
Yeah, damn, what's her
Oh
name?
yeah, she was.
She
like,
was.
but
she
then
was. She was a true
Athena?
like, freak.
What the fuck was her name?
the ones from out here that we got to
her
get
name
on
was
the pod.
Athena. I think she was the goddess of love.
Oh yeah,
The
she was definitely a goddess of love. She was. She was just like, can I get a third boyfriend?
Which couple was it? Because I feel
It
like
was the
I
couple
started
that lived
black
out here that was
The white one.
that she seemed like she was shit testing the husband.
Oh, yeah.
Like, well, how would that make you feel? Like, you wouldn't like that though, would you? And
Oh yeah.
he had to be like,
Oh, there's 6
Oh
seasons
yeah,
of
it
this
would make
shit.
me sad that another man's fucking you, but
yeah.
if that's
He's
what
like,
you
I don't
want,
know. He's
if
like,
that's
whatever
what you want, I can't say no because you're a woman and I'm a man. And saying
that's
no
kinda
to
how
a
he
woman
sounds.
is
Oh,
illegal.
fuck me. There's a seeking sister wife.
Yeah, that's the original
that,
brother husband.
That one's less cringy to me because that's just a boy getting his due.
yeah, that one's
just
good.
getting a boy.
When the
That's
guy
all.
is fucking a bunch of women, that's good. When a
If you
woman's
can
fucking a
provide,
bunch of
if you
guys,
can provide
that's
for
no
4
good.
women and they're all fat, so they eat.
Oh yeah.
They eating. They're not just eating smoothies. They eating.
Well, to be fair, he probably
This
just,
guy's more of a
he
rancher.
probably just puts them in a playpen if they're just fat chicks.
Yeah, none of these people have.
They probably just throw them in a playpen.
Kenya.
They probably
Kenya.
just-
They're just in a circle braiding
Oh,
each other's
Kenya's-
hair.
Kenya K. Stevens.
oh my god, yeah, Kenya's a.
And
I
then
think she's the
Tiger
only.
Moonstone is one of her boyfriends.
Oh yeah, Tiger was.
I
kinda
like
cool.
Tiger.
He
Yeah,
did not
Tiger's
look like
cool.
a tiger.
I mean,
He wears these Nike hats, these black Nike hats, and you got it.
he looked like the oldest, sickest tiger at the smallest zoo with the tiniest cage.
he didn't look like a tiger. He looked like a herald. He just looked like a straight up herald.
We are trying to get Tiger on
Fat
the
Joey.
podcast because here's a surprise. He's got a smaller following than any of us on Instagram.
A lot of them do weirdly. A lot of them have like.
Oh wait,
900
which one was
followers.
Tiger? I thought Tiger was the guy with the hair.
No,
Tiger's the guy.
Tiger's
that's Sergio Santana.
That's we talk so much shit on other comics in this.
No, who do we talk shit on?
Sergio Santana.
That's not so much. The guy looks exactly like
He
Sergio.
does look just like Sergio, a guy I met once.
Yeah, and I like Sergio Santana's a great guy. from
Sergio's a good man,
Philadelphia.
and if he's in a polyamorous relationship, that's just fine.
It's probably better than the one we saw.
I would love, we got to get someone on here to really defend polyamory,
Yeah, this should.
and
be
then
the
we
whole
have
theme
to
of
get
the
someone
podcast.
on to defend homosexuality and being Indian.
Well, polyamory.
And then secular marriage.
Yeah, secular
And then
marriage. Yeah, we got to get somebody to defend secular
women's
marriage.
literacy.
Women's literacy.
And then
I don't like women's literacy. That
Dude,
kinda
what the
bothers me.
fuck are they doing out there? Can you hear that?
yeah, who is that
It's
guy?
Cody and my neighbor.
Oh, okay.
I
They're,
think
they're literally watering my dead lawn.
I think they're kissing out there.
Sam's lawn looks like Kevin Durant's hair.
Yeah, it's just dirt and a little
There's
bit of
like
weeds.
little patches.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin Durant's hair looks nuts. It's like I'm like, just shave it off, bro. When I text him every day, I go, shave it off.
Do you think those guys are afraid that they'll be even more compared to like Michael Jordan if they shave their head? Like, is
Actually-
that the holdup?
Maybe. Because I do wonder why that guy doesn't cut that fuck. It's a horseshoe bag. It's like literally a George Costanza horseshoe bag.
It's not like there's a bunch of stadium lights on you all the time. Oh wait, there are.
Yeah. There's nosebleed seats. That's literally looking at just the top of your head.
I liked LeBron like in the last seasons where you're still wearing the headband and it was just like halfway up his head.
Yeah,
It was like he was wearing like a reverse yarmulke.
chasing. Yeah, it was the reverse.
Speaking of which, for some reason I just put together that BB Netanyahu does not wear a yarmulke.
No, yeah, I don't think he usually does.
Should be it's weird to me.
Yeah.
You're like
That's
the
because he's got nice
president
hair. He
of-
wants to show it off.
You're the president.
That's
of
what the NBA
yarmulke
players should be
land.
wearing is the yarmulke.
Kanye was rocking a yarmulke the other day.
Was he?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, God.
It didn't like catch him on fire or something.
Nope.
I
Didn't.
don't like that people are getting mad at him, though, because it is kind of just like, he is just a schizophrenic person.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to. Yeah, you're not allowed to say no to women. You're not allowed to bully the mentally ill.
I do believe that, though, because you're like, I don't know, because they're like, yes, he is anti-Semitic. Yes, he is saying bad things. But you're like, just like, look at the way he's doing it. Like, it's not like Adolf Hitler was just like crashing out online and just being like,
Yeah, if Hitler was just naming his paintings like gay Jewish N-word, it would be like, yeah, we wouldn't remember him. History would move on, and the Holocaust wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
You should be thanking
Hitler is never
Kanye.
gonna finish his latest painting.
Kanye could be doing much worse.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing. Hitler wouldn't hide it. 'Cause it's like if
Yeah,
he
when you
was-
think about the grand scheme of all human evils, Kanye's not even.
yeah,
I
it's
do
not
love
close.
people still calling Trump Hitler.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like he's not even the next of kin. He's
He didn't
literally
do that
not
good
even
of a job.
He's not even the most famous person that could potentially beat Hitler too. There are so many other potential Hitlers.
Stalin has more kills. He has better kill streak.
Hey, don't.
It's just over time. He's kind of like the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He's like the LeBron and Kareem Abdul. He got it over time.
Yeah.
He racked up more kills, but like, you know, Hitler's like Michael Jordan kind of. He got it all in a row.
Right.
Like he got six. He got six.
And,
in a,
and then he
That is-
also
that
is a
retired
really
to play
good-
baseball.
That is a really
in
good
between.
comparison.
yeah. I mean, it is kind of that comparison because you know Hitler had the better run. He had the more memorable run. So we say his name.
I think Wilt Chamberlain was Hitler
Will Chamberlain was Hitler.
because he did these amazing things, and like the biggest thing he did wasn't even like documented on film or anything.
Yeah, it's all
How
AI.
come you talking like Hitler?
People think the numbers are fake.
Yeah, no, yeah. People think.
Yeah. Oh, 100? 100? That's a lot of points.
You're right, he
For
is.
one
Let
game?
me see it on
Show me
video.
the video.
You're right. Hitler is Wilt Chamberlain.
100 points? Really? I could see 70 points. Then that's still a lot of points. That's a tragedy amount of points.
The 100-point game is the same thing. People are like, "Yeah, I could see 70."
Have
But
you
100 with
Yeah.
no 3-point line?
Oh no! It was in Hershey, Pennsylvania, and there weren't any cameras. And, oh yeah, sorry, no. And he was playing the Knicks. Who's on the New York Knicks in the 1960s?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say which kind of basketball player. A Jewish basketball player.
Have you noticed that a lot? That like Zoomer type aged people, if there isn't video of something, they don't believe it because
Oh, yeah.
they've been born into a world where everything is on video.
Yeah, they're like
I think the
Aristotle.
next-
Who the fuck is that?
The next step is they see it with video and they're like, "This is fake," because like that's how like space shit is.
Oh yeah. Well, the you mean like AI stuff?
Yeah. Like any video coming from the Mars rover, it looks worse than what AI can do now.
Yeah.
I can tell because I'm spiritually connected and I have
Sure.
a third eye that God gave me to be able
I
to
know
tell
when the
difference
pictures of
between
space
false
are
and
real.
true.
Yeah.
Which is why it was probably like 85 points. And then they were like, well, no
was
one's ever
getting-
going to do more than that. Might as well call it 100.
William Shakespeare's fake because he has no clips out there. He doesn't have a hard edit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So it doesn't
where
exist.
is the reels of William Shakespeare?
Yeah. Where's this hard
Writing
edit of him
Othello.
like walking or something? That's what Gen Z wants. They need a hard edit, like a very good clipped up like 30-second edit of him walking really cool.
Yeah.
And like a little Uzi Vert instrumental in the background.
Yeah.
That's how you know something's real.
I get a lot of
And
those
then
videos now
soap
too.
cutting or Family Guy.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
it's like a scene from a CBS sitcom, and then it cuts
Yeah,
to like
that is kind of funny. It's like King of Queens. It's like Leah Remini being like, "You're fat," and he's like, "Oh, I guess I am." And it's just
Yeah,
like,
and then it's like,
boom, boom,
bow,
boom.
bow.
It's just
We're
like Black
fans.
Skinhead playing for some reason.
the yeah, I get a lot of that type of video. I get a lot of the voiceover explaining a movie type of video.
Yeah. They didn't see the blades in the tube in the water tube. The American
The man
women,
ran the
American
newspaper.
women go down to the water tube and they don't see the blades. The blades will kill them if they don't see the blades. The American women are cut by the blades and the horror movie starts.
What movie is that?
Dude, that's the worst part. I don't even know.
Yeah, they don't tell you. They'll
Guys,
give you
it's
some.
It's a clip.
I
I
looked
gotta go
up-
back to fucking
it's,
Instagram. And
It's slop.
I looked up Hitler's paintings, bro. They're actually pretty good.
They're fine.
I'm like, I don't. Sorry,
I think with a
know-
little art school. it
I know
could've
we're
been
off.
better,
I know
but-
we're off that a bit, but man, they should have.
I don't think
This is pretty goddamn good.
I don't think he did those paintings.
It says 1914.
That's AI.
I think that's it.
That's AI.
Yeah, until I see a
Damn,
Bob
dude.
Ross style Hitler painting.
I thought
Real.
I thought Hitler's paintings were going to be like stick figures or something.
That would be really funny.
Imagine, because people were like, he failed art school. I'm like, oh, he was
that's
drawing a stick figure.
Well, I
with
heard
like
he
a big
didn't. He
head.
just didn't get into art school because they were like, "Well, clearly you should be an architect," and he was like,
Clearly, you should
"No.
be the leader of the German people.
Clearly,
Clearly, you're the leader of the
clearly
free
you
world.
should be saving." No, they were like, "No, you don't. You shouldn't be like a painter. You should be an architect." And he was like, "I don't want to be an architect. I want to be a painter."
He wants to destroy buildings, not build buildings.
Yeah, maybe.
He actually wasn't into destroying
Man,
buildings.
imagine it convincing
That's
that guy
not
being
to-
like, you should have more power.
Not to stomp for
He's like, I want
Hitler,
to
but
be
he
an
actually
artist.
hated destroying buildings.
Oh, another World War II fact I learned recently. Do you know how tall Joseph Stalin was?
6'4".
How tall do you think?
The problem is that all the pictures of all those fat fucks sitting down. Because two of the three I know couldn't stand up. FDR couldn't because his
Too
legs,
drunk,
'cause he got,
too much polio.
because for some reason I feel like he got a certain vaccine that,
Oh, I thought we were
We're
going
trying to put this on YouTube.
and then
yeah.
no, I'm kidding. And then the other one was too fat and alcoholic.
Joseph Stalin was 5'4".
Oh, really?
Yo.
I was a
Yeah, I
foot
went
off.
tall. I would
was
have
an
said
entire
tall.
foot.
Yeah.
So he was sort of like the Muggsy Bogues of basketball, actually.
Actually, he was kind of like the Napoleon, I guess, right? Wasn't Napoleon short?
No, Napoleon was average height for the time.
Oh, really?
Napoleon was like 5.
And his
Napoleon
dick was average.
yeah.
Length.
Napoleon was 5'9". No, this is like British propaganda that they did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
why
were
are
like,
they
"Oh,
doing-
he's so small."
Yeah, why are they doing
Trump's
Napoleon
hands are so
contests?
small. It's just the same thing where it's like, no, it's not. He's actually not small.
Also, the Trump's hands being small, it's like he's 6'5". Like
and he
his hands are
fucks
probably bigger.
everyone. He fucks so much that it's a problem.
Yeah, he fucked
He
me.
fucks so much that it's a negative characteristic of him.
No, yeah.
And then, but they're like, he changed more. It's like physical things don't matter. He's fat, ugly. He wears makeup, and his
He's
hands-
not even that fat anymore.
Yeah, well, he's like 1930s fat. And
But he was fatter.
If he's gonna be Hitler,
He slimmed down.
yeah,
He
he's
was built-
good.
We were
Wasn't
watching.
that
We were
He's
watching.
built like a
Big
30s
Trump.
dictator.
Yeah,
Because you're
definitely.
like, he's not Hitler, but like, if you put him in that garb, he
Yeah.
would look exactly
yeah.
I would
like,
love to have him start wearing medals.
Yeah, I want him to dress like Captain Crunch.
yeah.
Yeah.
The
This medal is for throwing out the best first pitch.
I won the golf tournament that I started.
Yeah, did you see that? He was on the
Oh,
plane
really?
and he was like, some bimbo's like, so the tariffs, how long are they going to last? He's like, you haven't asked about me winning the golf tournament this weekend, which I won. Did you know I won? Did you know it? No, I didn't. I won it.
I love how they just did a podcast, basically. When you were-
Yeah.
yeah, they're
Yeah,
just,
we were
that was
watching the
funny
meeting
sit
of
down.
him and Bibi Netanyahu.
yeah, they're just
Yeah,
doing
Trump
the
had
Nelk-
BB on the cast.
Trump had his toy of Air Force One out.
Big toy.
Yeah, they were doing Nelk Boys Israel or whatever.
All the comments are just like, this is Matt and Shane. You guys are just
Yeah,
doing
they're on
Matt
a couch
and Shane.
in Trump's living room.
Oh, you guys have microphones and you're on a couch? This is Matt and Shane.
Sure, they get
President of
bigger.
America and Israel.
That would be funny if they just went deep into like a dumb. They're like, "Yo, you see this clip of the guy with Down syndrome? That shit's hilarious." Yo, we're gonna talk about the tariffs in a little bit, but we gotta
The secretary,
keep the
wait,
retention
the
hot.
secretary of clips has some clips for us.
The tariff shit's a little boring. We're gonna have to show a kid with Down syndrome dancing.
I met Post Malone and drank Bud Lights with him. I did. I got it again today at LA Fitness. I was checking out, and a brother at the front desk was like, "Do you know who you look like?" And I was like, "Shane Gillis," and he's like, "Yeah, you get that? You get that a lot?" And I was like, "Every day." And I was like, "That's a little sassy for me to be like every day," but it is like almost every day.
We get it in
It's
every,
always
every
brothers at
comment.
the gym.
Well, 7 comments.
I was
going to
say you look like Dylan Roof.
You know who you look like? Yeah. You know who you look
Really
like? Shane. Shane Gillis. Nah, man, I was gonna say Hitler.
I was gonna say Adam Lanza, the big Sandy.
Oh, you
Hook
look
man.
like that guy I saw on TV. Yeah, Shane Gillis. No, the one with the Kyle Rittenhouse.
No, that tranny who got in trouble at the Oscars. Look like that shit.
Nah, that bitch with a dick on Amelia Perez.
Amelia, whatever her fucking name is.
Oh, okay. Is it 2 hours for parking or?
Yeah. Would that be a compliment if somebody said you look like a trans woman? I don't know if it's an insult or compliment because that means I am petite.
I feel. Am I shaved?
Yeah,
It would be an insult to her.
They're pretty. You can't generalize. There are pretty trans women, and then there are really ugly, disgusting trans women.
Yeah.
We'll have someone on to debate that as well. I guess.
If you want to be a woman, you have to let us be mean to you.
Oh man, they definitely covered that on the Netanyahu Trump episode. They're
Yeah.
like, we're gonna take a little aside.
You
here.
know who? Well, we were watching Trump with the Dodgers too, because the Dodgers had visited the White House. as
He's
World
like
Series champions.
Mexico's favorite team.
He kept talking about how good looking all the guys were.
Yeah.
Like
He always
everyone,
does
he'd be
that.
like, and Max Muncy, and it's strong. It's like steel.
I touch these politicians'
He kept
arms. I
saying their
pat them on the
bodies were
arm.
like
It's like
steel.
Jello, and I touch him. It's like American
Yeah, I
steel.
saw Shohei Otani's like could be a movie star.
Yeah.
It could be a movie star overseas only, of course.
He also kept
It could be
calling
a movie star.
Foreign film.
They're making Marvel movies where the lead is, frankly, Chinese, like Shohei Otani.
Shohei Ohtani.
He did pronounce it perfectly, which was
China said they might not watch our movies anymore.
Yeah, it's super-
with the
they're
trade
gonna
war. So we
boycott
might
Super
finally
Man.
get some movies made for us and not China.
Yeah,
oh no.
yeah, they're gonna.
Oh no, we can finally make the enemy in Top Gun China and not North Korea.
We can finally have NBA players not like really like be scared to
Yeah, like,
denounce
fine.
China.
Yeah,
Like,
that
just
was
like-
so funny.
that was really funny. Being like
That
what
was
do you think of
honestly
Hong
the
Kong?
straw that broke the that bucked the breaker for me.
The straw that broke the.
Oh, that's who we need. That was the original guy we had lined
LeBron?
up. Tariq Nasheed, the buck breaking
Yeah, we,
guy
buck
himself.
breaking
would
documentary.
never get Tariq Nasheed.
He lives like over there somewhere.
Everyone lives in Santa Monica. I did just see what I'm kind of on a kick of like looking up where people died, and it's so often in Santa Monica.
Yeah,
It's so often people come here to die,
There's
and I think
something
I
to
have.
it.
I think I have as well.
I have
A lot
I
of
have
people
that thought
crawl
every time I
towards
come to
water
Santa
before they
Monica.
die.
Every time I go to Santa Monica, I'm like, I could die here.
Yeah, I feel that. I genuinely, bottom of my heart, want to die here.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
it's so nice that the only place to move is heaven.
That's true.
Yeah.
Every time I've gone on the beach here, I go, ooh, I wish I have a heart attack right now. Can I just have a
Isn't
heart
it-
attack?
I
It's what
see the
the-
emojis projected onto the Ferris wheel, and I'm like, damn, I wish I could go full cardiac arrest.
I do have fantasies of
The
having
last
a heart
thing I see.
attack. Like I'll have a dream like once
Dude,
every couple
I'll
weeks.
have a fucking heart attack just from you
Fantasies?
talking about it.
Yeah, because I'll have like I had a dream I had a heart attack, and then I got really sad when I woke up. I was like, oh, that would have been perfect.
Damn it! I thought I
man.
died.
I was piloting that 787 with 200 passengers, and I croaked, and now I'm just alive in my bed.
Yeah, I was just flying on in 2001 on September 11th. My heart gave out right when I was exiting Boston. What if that is what happened on 9/11? Like it wasn't a hijacking.
They're just
Guy just had a
dying.
heart attack. Just two guys had a heart attack from eating a fucking like Jersey Mike's hoagie or something, and they just both crashed.
Early flight.
Yeah, I do wonder if pilots eat Jersey Mike's.
That's pretty classic airport food.
Yeah, I guess it is.
That was a funny text you sent yesterday.
Yeah, is
Are
there
there,
a Jimmy
is there a
John's?
Jimmy John's in Santa Monica? And I was like, yeah, there is. And I looked it up, and there's not.
There's none.
This
yeah.
is Jersey Mike's territory, West Side.
Dude. There's
West
no,
Side's JM's.
There's no.
Belongs to the JM 13. Mike's Way or death.
Jack and Men. No,
Yeah.
there's no Jimmy John's in Hollywood either. It's like in the weird. It's like in Burbank and downtown. And that's
There's
it.
one right in Beverly Hills across the street from a Jersey Mike's, but I would never choose Jimmy John's over Jersey Mike's.
Oh, I love Jimmy John's. That's where you're wrong.
We're MD foodies right now.
Yeah. Yeah, we should just seriously discuss Jimmy John's for the next half hour. Just see where it goes.
The first time I had Jimmy John's, I was drunk visiting my brother at Temple, and
Ooh, I like that. I've been alone at that Jimmy John's
yeah,
so many times.
across from
I've taken craps there.
you know, like
by
where the
myself.
fucking basketball court is. It's like a couple blocks away. from that.
Yeah. Dude.
across the street from the 7-Eleven.
I went there alone so much that they knew my name there. Every employee knew my name.
Do you like that when you go to like a chain and
No,
they
I
know?
hate
No,
that.
yeah, you don't like
You know
it.
what? There's a place I go to. It's like a Mediterranean place. They know my name and they make fun of me whenever I call. They go, "Oh, it's Matt. Wonder what he wants. Is he gonna get the same thing he gets every time?" That's people. I hear people laughing. It's really embarrassing.
The whole kitchen's laughing.
Well, what you could just
Guys,
do
guys,
is,
shut
like,
up. It's Matt.
Dude, I brought my girlfriend
Greece
there.
is gay Rome.
I brought my girlfriend once, and they're like, "Oh, you're with someone this time." Like to my face with her, and I was like, "You guys are mean," but I do like your food. Shout out Al Batch Chicken. Maybe they could be a sponsor. They fucking make fun of me every time on the phone.
Oh, do we have our sponsor yet?
No,
No.
still negotiating.
All right.
All right,
Well,
I'll get-
chicken.
I'll get Al Batch Chicken.
Yeah, we need some local
I've
sponsors.
given you guys probably $5,000. You guys laugh at me every time I go in. You go, "Oh, you want the beef shawarma?" Yes, I order the same thing every fucking time. I want the beef shawarma, and I want some extra little hummus. I know I've gained 30 pounds since the first time I've gone here. I know that.
The
should sue
thousands
them.
of dollars
I
of
get
food.
it.
Yeah, sue them.
Sue 'em.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to sue them. I want them to be a sponsor. Pay me. Give up your wages.
No, we're
going
going to use the Trump trade negotiation. We're going to sue you unless you become a sponsor.
This Netanyahu meeting sponsored by Al Batch Chicken. It's my favorite. I do wish I saw celebrities there. I just want to see just like Jennifer Gardner going there and just taking a
Just having
big
diarrhea.
hummus crap.
Having a big diarrhea.
Just want to take a big. You ever just want to see a woman just taking a shit?
Not really.
Like every time
there
I
are
see-
websites for
There's
that,
a-
though. A
there's
lot
a-
of them are in German.
Oh really? But no, not sexually.
There's a Capital One commercial
down,
where
Peg.
she's taking a shit, right?
yeah.
With the Capital One rewards card. Ah!
It's right after she buys a coffee.
And she goes to get the toilet paper and there's nothing in there. She's like, "No fucking goddamn it, fuck!" And then it goes Capital One, cafe.
We gotta stay
We
on
always
shit
have.
for a little bit because I think I forgot to talk about last week.
Oh,
Speaking
yeah.
of-
Good
speaking
thing
of
we brought up
crafts.
shit.
Yeah, I'll bring it up in a little bit. We'll
Wait,
keep,
what was the thing?
I like this.
There were two things. There was the most interesting thing that's happened to us in a while, which is you winning back to back.
No, but it's
But then what was the
shitting
other?
myself.
Oh yeah, did we
But
not
we'll
talk
get to-
about that?
No, we didn't talk about it because you were like, because we talked about it after. You're like, this could have been the whole podcast.
Yeah, we talked about bullshit for an hour, 2 hours, frankly.
But I do want to stay on this topic.
frankly,
That's definitely a Trump thing. You picked up.
frankly, yeah.
I do want to stay on this topic of
Totally do.
like just imagining like the hottest woman you've ever seen, and just thinking for
Oh, we're
taking,
staying on this.
taking the just craziest diarrhea shit in private. That's actually, if you're gonna be a pickup artist and tell guys, that's how you should imagine every attractive woman. Just imagine she just took a huge
I could
diarrhea.
show
Just
you.
ruined the megabus.
I could show you a text on my phone right now of my girlfriend saying, "Don't talk about me pooping." I'm gonna say it. She takes these diarrhea pills because she gets all stuffed up because women can't regulate their bodies because they're inferior, except for the fact that they can
You're
create
doxing
life.
your girlfriend's butthole right now.
She takes these fucking pills that just give her diarrhea.
Oh man.
And it's so funny because she specifically said not to talk about this, and I am talking about it right now.
Yeah, you brought that
This
up
is going to be the
unprompted.
true shit test to see. No pun intended. This is the shit test
yeah.
to
You
see if she does listen.
You
to
brought
the
it up
podcast.
unprompted too. You're like,
No, this was prompted. Because
Yeah,
you
we were on the
said
topic of
hot-
shit and
You said
girls
hot girl.
shitting.
I got you, babe.
That's a
Taking diarrhea
compliment.
poopies.
When my girlfriend takes disgusting diarrhea craps,
yeah,
she's hot though.
yeah. That's a funny way of saying your girlfriend's hot. Just being like, no, she takes diarrhea.
You said
It's
hot
like,
girls taking diarrhea.
But like I'm saying, if you're, those pickup artists who are just like, imagine, you're like a better guy or whatever, or imagine she's, likes
Imagine
you.
you're a better man.
Yeah,
I'm
like
the monkey.
yeah, not a fucking idiot. But yeah, just they're always like, imagine her liking you. But instead of that, just like imagine having like explosive diarrhea. You're like,
see.
oh, I can talk to her.
Yeah, like the
this
public
is-
speaking, everyone's in their underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
These hot
idealize a
women are
woman.
taking shits.
Everybody has diarrhea. That's actually good because like everybody, you're just like imagine like when they go home, they're gonna have diarrhea. I'll just think of that.
Yeah.
Well, the
here's
real
one thing.
hot ones only eat like ice chips and yogurt too, so it's really runny.
Not
yeah.
thinking about a hot girl diarrheaing.
Diarrhea.
Oh no, I'm diarrheaing.
Anyway.
Pass me.
Shohei could be a movie star.
Oh no, I visited the White House. I
okay,
hit the
all right.
50 home runs.
I thought we were.
Yeah, sorry.
I thought we were going to do this.
He's got a lot of potential, Shohei Ohtani. Well, I don't remember what I was
Diarrhea?
saying.
You
Oh,
said
yeah.
diarrhea.
Like you're like, oh man, she probably doesn't even shit. But that's what that's lust. Love is knowing that a girl that you like shits and being okay with it.
Yeah.
And actually liking
Like, this is a human.
I like your imperfection. You're not perfect. You have to shit.
Oh, yeah,
A
no.
perfect girl doesn't have to shit.
Some would say the original human sin, having this shit.
Yeah, was that like a food allergy thing to the apple?
Maybe.
They didn't have to shit before then?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you not have to shit in the Garden of Eden?
Well, Satan invented the asshole.
Yeah, he invented the butthole.
And then he perfected it by going inside of it as a snake.
Yeah, that's how he invented being gay. With the apple first.
Yeah.
He's like, you're gonna have to have a way to get this apple out of you.
Yeah, he's a snake, and he's holding the apple in his mouth, and it's to simulate the perfect penis.
Yeah, and he's like,
Eve,
Adam.
you want 2 husbands.
He's like, Adam, there's a very warm cave, but you can only put one part of your body in it.
Yeah,
You get the warmest cave.
that'd be so funny if
The
like,
apple was Eve's ass.
Adam takes a bite of the
Yeah,
apple,
maybe.
and immediately he's like, I want to fuck a guy.
I want a sports bet. I want to.
Yeah, he takes a bite of the apple, and he immediately starts smoking.
Yeah. Good old Adam and
I
Eve.
did throw that on. I was
Adam and
I was
Eve.
talking with a group of women, and they started gossiping, and I had a piece of gossip that I didn't say that I knew, and they were like, "You never
Brave.
do, you never do any," and I was like, "I don't gossip. It's a sin.
That is a sin.
It's a clear sin. And nothing good comes from."
Unless you're on the
writing.
mic. You're talking about people you'll
The
never
mic
meet.
is
Yeah, well,
gossip.
this isn't gossip. This is
This is gossip.
content farming.
Yeah.
This is for clips.
Well,
This
that's
is
why there's no
completely
We
different male
gossiped
school
quite a bit
shooters,
about World
'cause
War
they're too busy
II
spreading
characters.
gossip.
Yeah, they're not.
everywhere.
They're shooting knives from their mouth. Not
Yeah, well,
bullets
that's
from their gun.
a girl school shooting, being like, she has HIV. I'm going to tell
Yeah, you
everybody.
just talk about
and
a
then
girl
that girl
until
just kills
she kills
herself.
herself. And then you keep
Right.
doing that until it's a body count.
Yeah, that's the way they should do it. That's why women are smart. Men are hunters. Women are gatherers.
I hit my roommate with that the other day. I was like, "You're a gatherer."
Wait, what group of women were you talking about?
Oh, just people we were hanging out with.
No. What are you hanging out with a group of
Prostitutes.
women?
Most of my friends are like gay men and women of color.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like actually.
Very
not-
surprising.
Keep your enemies closer.
Well, I had been friends with the whites for my entire life, and then they kind of turned on me during COVID.
Oh,
if I'm being
yeah.
honest, so I was like, I'm gonna try these new people.
Oh yeah,
I didn't mean it like that.
yeah. The non-whites,
I didn't. It wasn't a conscious decision.
the
If
non-whites
anything,
aren't
whites are the
as,
new people invented by Yakub.
Yeah,
That's true.
but the non-whites are just less judgmental in general. Like I feel like white people are just always super judgmental.
I still hang
everything.
out with. It's still mostly whites because that's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
most
yeah.
of America is. But
Yeah, well, and Los Angeles, they
Whites.
kind of keep them separate here because it's like
big time, yeah.
because there's like black neighborhoods that are like literally 20 miles away.
Yes, yeah, and it's like there's no way to get there unless you like drive.
Yeah, it's really bad.
The only time I want to
I have
go
a
there is when
problem
I
with
need to
it.
build an airport.
Yeah. They do just put the airport right next to them.
I only go to minority neighborhoods when I'm building Dodger Stadium.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
get a third baseball team in LA. Where should we build it? I guess on top of the Mexicans.
Yeah, they're like, should we get the Raiders back?
Yeah, we fucked up. Let's get the Raiders
We got
back.
all of Compton to put this in.
I think Compton would sacrifice themselves to
Oh yeah.
bring the Raiders back.
Oh yeah, the Latinos would be so happy.
Yeah.
That's the Dodgers of football.
Yeah, they're loyal to the Raiders.
Yeah.
I see so many more
Raiders.
Raiders hats around me, at least, than
It fits
like,
the culture of
Rams.
LA a little bit more because it's scary pirates.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Which
yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like we are scary land pirates. We just learned today, downtown Los Angeles was developed in the late 1700s, far away from the coast because of pirates.
Oh, nice.
They were like, we have to have the city center away, like 25 miles away from the coast because
Yeah, smart.
they're going to be pirates. And then the Raiders came and looted anyway.
Yeah.
So
It's crazy that we named like sports teams after that. Like
Yeah,
guys
the
were
Pittsburgh
fucking
Pirates.
scared of?
The Vikings,
Yeah, the Vikings. Yeah, the rapists.
the Redskins.
Yeah.
the Minnesota ISIS.
Yeah.
Wow, I guess it could be that pretty soon.
Yeah. Or the
The Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Israelis.
Yeah.
The
pretty
Fighting
scary.
Irish. That's scary.
Yeah.
The Jets.
Yeah,
Jets
the
kill
Jets.
people. Winnipeg
just
Jets.
Nen-
Isn't their fucking logo like a fighter jet?
The Toronto Raptors. We used to be very afraid
yeah,
of Raptors.
yeah. When they and then
back
when
in
they
the Garden of
escaped,
Eden.
Yeah.
Remember when they escaped in New York or whatever?
The Scarsdale Netanyahus.
Yeah.
It's just the Scarsdale
The
team.
Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah.
A big
true.
net could be scary.
Ooh, Netanyahu. Is that what the Nets,
The Nets
name's based
and
on?
Yahoos.
Netanyahu? Because it is quite populated area.
Oh yeah.
We've done a lot of dog.
Even
That
the
must-
Hurricanes.
that must be where the
even
name
the
comes from.
Hurricanes is weird.
Yeah, Hurricanes.
Yeah,
The
Miami
Carolina
Hurricanes?
Hurricanes
Oh,
and the
Carolina.
Miami Hurricanes too.
Yeah, those are a bad name.
The Bears.
Yeah, that would be weird if like
not
New
afraid of
Orleans
bears.
was called that. You're like New Orleans Hurricanes. You're
Well,
like, oh,
Miami
yeah.
gets fucked up by hurricanes.
Well,
I know,
Chicago
but
has
Katrina's
the
Katrina's
worst.
a big one.
Chicago
yeah.
has the pro soccer team, the Chicago Fire,
Oh,
which is
that's
kind of
true.
like the New York 9/11s. Or the
and
Jets.
New Orleans
the
Katrinas.
fucking
New York Jets.
New York Yankees. They were the bad guys.
Oh yeah, the
yeah.
Yankees were the bad guys.
The Confederates were the good guys.
Yeah, I'm trying to think because there's a lot of teams like this. Atlanta Braves. That's kind of still racist. I don't know why we use that.
The fucking Philadelphia Phillies, Phil Margera.
Was LA Dodgers?
Oh yeah, I forgot that the Phillies are named after Bam's dad.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Phillies are named after Bam's dad, Phil Margera.
Wait, what are the Dodgers named after? Draft Dodgers?
Yeah.
Is it actually?
No, it was Trolley Dodgers. Brooklyn
Oh, I
Trolley
thought it was.
Dodgers.
I thought it was named after draft.
I just saw something
Oh,
recently.
the-
Cowards.
The Montreal Expos. Expos can be scary. Like if
Yeah.
you get lost from your parents, the Expo.
Oh yeah, they are just they're literally called the conventions.
Yeah, well, I
That's
mean,
a fucking shitty name.
that's probably why they got canceled.
yeah.
Vladimir
Yeah.
Guerrero is not good enough to keep them
The
up.
Washington Nationalists, like
Oh, yeah.
Hitler,
True.
Nationals.
the
The
Mets,
Colorado Rockies.
the Metro.
Hey,
I
you
mean,
Patriot.
The
the Jersey
metrosexuals?
Devils. That's
The
kinda
oh yeah, how do we
Yeah.
miss the Devils?
That's,
Yeah. What about the Philadelphia 76ers? Not the
Yeah.
best guys. Had a few unpaid workers.
Oh right.
A
yeah.
few unpaid workers.
Yeah, they
had for a
didn't. They
while.
didn't immediately free the volunteers.
Yeah, you know what? Every team is canceled.
Yeah. Yeah, Jeff. I wonder if we'll look at Jeff Bezos the same way we look at like Thomas Jefferson in like 300 years.
I would never put him on the same level as a hero
I know. I'm
like
just saying
Thomas
in terms
Jefferson.
of. I'm just saying in terms of like the bad stuff about Thomas Jefferson.
Jefferson's grid, if I may.
Yeah.
We were just watching something about the layout of LA, and this guy was just a fucking dork, and he was talking about Thomas Jefferson, how like Jefferson designed chunks of America to sell off and like in grids so that they'd have like plots of land to sell people.
Oh, really?
And he was like, he would call it like, he took a moment. He's like, if I may, a Jeffersonian grid. I had never wanted to jump into my TV and kill someone more in my entire life. If I may.
Yeah, there should be a
Oh,
button
God.
on the TV remote where it hurts the guy on TV.
Oh yeah. It just zaps them. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I hate when they try to make like little jokes. 'Cause you're just like, you're a dork.
Yeah,
You can't do it.
Tell me about the fucking river system and how it came to be. Don't try to be cute
Play it
with
straight.
it.
Don't add any personality to this.
They get excited though when they
yeah.
get on a Zoom call with a YouTuber with 1 million channel subscribers, and they're like, "This is my moment."
Yeah, they're like, Jake Paul, you're kind of Tysonian today.
It was very informative. Jesus.
That's why he does the smart and we do the jokes.
I gotta start reading or some shit, man.
It's informarian.
If I may,
It was informarian. It was a more informeferson.
it would be funny to be like interviewing this guy. Like, thanks for doing my this interview for my video, and then he pulls out if I may, Jeffersonian, and you're like, shut the fuck up. Like, what would his response be? Be like, shut the fuck
I
up.
hate you.
What were you saying?
Yeah. Jeffersonian. Oh my God.
Well, you want to tell this story?
Oh, what time we at?
We got like 15 minutes left.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, I shit my pants. I shit my pants. So all right. Should I start from the top?
yeah.
That's how stories
Yeah,
go.
actually, give us some lead in.
Do Christopher Nolan style. Tell us the ending.
No, this will work like a White Lotus episode where it's like or a season where the thing happens, you shit your pants, and then I want to kind of know what led up to it, and then a little bit of the after.
Right.
All right. Yeah. So
And poison your son.
Show us the shit pants.
So I
Check
had
off shit pants onion, if you
I
would.
had.
if I may.
This is the first time I've had Chick-fil-A not in Santa Monica in months.
Big mistake.
So I had Chick-fil-A at 12. I got it with my girlfriend. My girlfriend had off, so we were hanging out.
Nice.
And
I love a girlfriend off day.
Yeah, when they let my girlfriend go free for a little bit.
When the man lets your girlfriend not have to go to work and she could stay home on a weekday with you.
Yeah, exactly. The man. Yeah, you're right.
When your girlfriend's man says, "Hey, baby, I've been working you to the bone. Why don't
When
you
the
take a day
California
off?"
education system gives them a day off.
Well, when my brother husband, aka her boss, says that I get to hang out with my girlfriend.
Fuck, dude. We're all in brother husband situations. It sucks.
Yeah. We got to talk about brother husbands more on the page.
Yeah,
because-
but first let's talk about you shitting.
Yeah,
your
talk about
pants.
shit.
All right, so I got Chick-fil-A at like 12. And you know what? I said beforehand, I'm like, all right, I don't want to eat too much before this. Because I was doing a spot at the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
World famous
The world
famous
famous
comedy
the
store.
world famous comedy store. And so I ate at 12. I was fine for like 2 hours, but then I just like kept having diarrhea. But it wasn't like bad diarrhea. It was kind of like, oh, that'll be it, because I didn't eat that much.
Yeah, so you
It was
thought
my regular bloody
the
diarrhea
reserves
I
are
have.
out. Yeah.
I've been shitting blood for about a year and a half.
Dude,
Tried everything.
Dude,
Not getting
have
fixed
you tried?
ever.
have you tried just letting it happen?
Is this in the stool or is this like a hemorrhoid situation?
Nah, it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
It's a little bit of
Yeah.
everything.
I'm
little
no
bit of a
doctor,
mix and
so
match.
I don't know.
So I just
The
think,
Dr. Pepper cherries and cream.
Yeah, so I just think this is a regular old hemorrhoid shit. I got dandruff. My whole body's falling. I think it's just a regular day.
Right.
And then I
Check my vitals; they're bad. All right, normal day.
I check my vitals. They're terrible.
I'm hoping for a beach heart attack.
And then I go to the comedy store. I go early to check. So I did the potluck, which is the open mic. And if you win like their competition, you get like a spot at the end of the open mic leading into the friends and family show.
Right.
So it's like you check in and all that stuff. And right when I got there, so I check in like early just because I'm like, I want to get here early. My like stomach is just, and I don't want to shit at the Comedy Store.
No, it's bad luck.
You don't want to
there's
look at
one-
Laurel and Hardy.
Yeah, because if I clog up a toilet at the Comedy Store, I'm like, I look like the biggest jackass in the world.
No, that's
There's
asserting
like-
your dominance.
There's like one toilet where, I mean, there's probably multiple
This is
toilets.
my
but,
house
like,
now, Rogan.
This is like one toilet for most of the people that are there, so I can't shit there. So I'm telling every person I have to shit.
Yeah.
Like every comic, every person who's on the apps, I'm like, I gotta shit so bad, hoping somebody would give a bathroom rec. I'm like, is there anywhere to go to the bathroom? Right. And then there's a
Jimmy
hotel
John's.
there's a hotel next door where people go to the bathroom. So I go the first time. I'm like, all right, I got the diarrhea out. 10 minutes later, I feel it again. I go.
Oh, nothing's worse.
And I go to the doorman. I'm
There's
like,
nothing
I'm sorry.
worse.
I'll be right back. Again, you don't need to check my ID. I'm in here. Take another dump. Go back. 15 minutes. Take another shit.
And it's not. There's nerves doesn't factor in at all. Or is
No.
it? None. Yeah.
I just have to. I just
Nothing
Have
is worse than when we have to do a pre-show shit and people are like, "You're nervous." I'm like, I genuinely just ate a dead rat from
rancid
Chick-fil-A.
to, yeah. No, I ate a dead rat. So that was 3 times. So then for a while it just kind of subsides for like 30 minutes. The show's about to start. Then as the show starts, I have to shit. And then I'm up in like 4 comics and they're all doing like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's like,
And this is the friends and family, or is this the mic?
this is the mic before the friends and family starts. And then I go again and I'm like, all right, this is done. I'm here. There's only one person.
You're
before
done,
me.
body.
I'm fine. I don't have to shit. That's at least I don't have to shit for another fucking 10 minutes.
Yeah. I can
So
hold it.
yeah, I'm like, I can, but then right before they call my name, I feel it. Like I feel like the stomach thing. And I go, I got to hold this in. And on the first joke, I'm like kind of clenching my butt cheeks a little bit because I'm like, I could feel something. After the first joke goes over well, I just shit my fucking pants. Like I thought it was a fart, and I didn't know what it was. Full on, just shit my. And then I did all the rest of my time. So I had to do quadruple the time because I shit like the first 20 seconds. So I shit 20
And then you immediately
seconds in.
start doing crowd work. You ever shat your pants, sir?
I wanted to do that, but I'm like, I gotta do the whole stuff, and it goes fine, it goes well. But what's hilarious is people think I'm like super depressed because I'm like, I've shit my pants. So I'm just like, they're like, dude, you did fine. Like, are you all right? I'm like, because they're like, because everybody thinks I'm just like an asshole who's just like upset that he like.
Hey,
bombed
great
or
set.
whatever.
I want to get out of my way.
Yeah. My friend goes, dude, you did fine. Why are you being like? And I'm like, and then I just duck out of there because somebody's like, you're not going to say bye. I go, because I didn't want anybody to smell it because I
Right.
smelled, because I had like a full thing. I didn't realize how much shit until later, but I had like a full fucking like bag of diarrhea in the back of my pants.
Now you're wearing briefs?
Were these
I'm
your,
wearing-
were
yeah, I'm
these
wearing
your
briefs.
designated shitting yourself pants?
No, because I didn't know I was going to have a fucking shit pile up before, because I thought the Chick-fil-A went down fine.
Was this the Chick-fil-A by Hollywood High School?
Yes.
That whole area is cursed.
Yeah, I don't know, but I never had a
Shakes?
problem with it before. But yeah, but what's even crazier is I didn't drive there. I walk there. And I live 2 miles away.
That's a tough walk back.
So
The waddle?
I walk.
The waddle of shame.
Did you waddle, or are you just like, it's run down my leg?
It was anyone's guess. I don't remember. It's one of those
blacked
things.
out.
Once
I don't
you're
know.
on Sunset, I think you can just strip naked and you'll fit in with 20% of the people walking around anyway. So
Yeah, no. So I just had shit in my pants
Yeah, someone from a tent, it's just like, you need extra boxers, man? You clearly shit your pants.
and I ran out because I was like, I need to just not be here because I'm like, I can walk the rest of the way, but I have to get out of here.
Yeah.
Like without people knowing I had just. I mean, everybody knows now that I shit my pants because I told them.
Yes.
Because I'm like, sorry, I didn't mean to be short with you. I just shit my pants.
Yeah.
And I had no other way of like
Yes.
verbalizing that.
It also, you controlled the situation. You captured the
Yeah, I
narrative.
was the alpha of the situation. Really.
you may have shit your pants, but you controlled the narrative. I'm going to tell people that I shat my pants.
Yeah.
If someone finds out that you shat your pants, it's over.
right.
Yeah.
If you are the one that shat your pants and you were like, by the way, I have shit my ass right now, and everyone's like, whoa, that's how you do it. That's the hard
Well,
deal.
you say it days later.
Yeah,
'cause you
days
go-
later. Sure.
But
you got to get out of there.
Yeah, so I'm walking and I'm just like, it's a painful walk.
Yeah.
Because you go, oh, there's 2 miles.
Yeah, you're
like this isn't like a
chafed.
and like I could have, because I almost ordered an Uber, but I'm like, well, that's even worse.
They'll probably charge you if you got a drop.
Yeah,
Uber these days,
but also
you got to get a Waymo. They don't charge you. If you
But
get
then
a
I have
drop.
to. But then I
There's
have
a ghost
to.
driving. It doesn't. They don't even.
But
they
then I
can't
just have
smell
to
it.
sit in my own shit, and then it's like even worse. So I'm like, well, I guess I'm walking. And people are just giving me the weirdest fucking looks because they're like, because I'm literally, I'm doing a different walk every fucking block. Like,
You're
I'm
walking
trying
like
to,
you're walking like a fucking Scooby Doo bad
yeah,
guy.
like because I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, do I waddle? Do I fucking just regular walk? And I couldn't make a decision because
walk backwards.
I tried that. I tried to walk backwards. I literally tried to walk backwards.
Yeah,
and
life hack: if you shit your pants, walk backwards.
I tried to walk backwards, but it didn't do any, like nothing. I tried everything.
Oh, no.
And then I got home.
All fours,
Yeah, I got home.
just crawling home, shitting your ass.
Yeah, no, I got
That's
home.
why we need more like underwear stores on every corner.
Yeah, no, so I got home. I tossed the underwear into a garbage can, but my neighbor, well, not my neighbor, but like somebody on my floor just saw me just throw a fucking shit covered underwear
Yeah.
in the thing.
Well, it's
Was this the guy who played for the Clippers but definitely was lying?
No, I don't know if he lives there.
He's not there
But
anymore.
what's funny is I didn't even tell my girlfriend about this because I was just like, I can't give her this
Once
information.
again, this is the shit test. See,
Yeah,
she
this is the
listens to
shit,
podcasts
literal
now.
shit test.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I get home
gonna have to-
and I just go, and she's like, "Oh, how was it?" I'm like, "It was great."
Yeah. Crushed.
Yeah, but
Fucking crushed.
when I was thinking about throwing out the underwear, I was just like, well, I was like, how do I explain? Like, if somebody just like asks me any question, it's like, do I just cop to it right away, or do I
Yeah.
say like I have a kid? Like, what do I say with like just a? But also, it's like, what if my building
This
was
wasn't
like?
mine. I collect these.
But also, I was wondering if like, does my building have a policy where I can't just throw like a fucking shit covered underwear in the laundry room, like wastebasket?
Open feces, probably.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm probably
wouldn't like
incriminating
that.
myself.
Yeah. If I owned the building, I would not let that happen.
I actually did debate after I shit my pants, just calling 911 and going to.
I was gonna ask, could you show up to hospital and just be like, "Can I, like, have help? Can you help me?
You know-
like, I know you have showers here. Just fucking help me."
I thought
if
about
you need
it.
help in any way, don't go to the hospital.
Yeah. Well, the only reason I thought about just getting an ambulance
I know
because
we
then
joke.
if I shit myself, I could pretend it's like a medical emergency.
Right.
I could pretend that it's not
Yeah,
just
fake
my fault.
like stroke symptoms or something.
I had to pull over like a couple weeks ago. I don't know why, but I was just very nauseous and I had to throw up. And I pulled over in like a car lot and like a used car lot, and I opened my door and I threw up. And then I was like, if anyone sees me doing this, I'm just gonna be like, I'm not reacting well to the chemo. It's just like boom, instantly. You can always just be like, yeah, I have cancer.
you're the
Oh, you
asshole.
shut your pants? Yeah, I have cancer.
Also, actually, the funniest part of that.
And also,
story-
I served.
Yeah, I'm a.
I have
Also-
cancer.
Yeah, I'm
and
not
I'm a
reacting
veteran.
well to the chemo. I'm a veteran.
And I played for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Also, a crazy part of that story, which I didn't really think about until now, because I was walking on Sunset like a day after, and some of my dump, you can see a trail.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's
There was like
so it was
crazy.
leaking out.
There was a little bit, yeah.
That's
Ew.
like Hansel and Gretel, so you can
Yeah,
find your way
dude.
back to the
Oh,
comedy
man.
store.
God, you gotta hope that there's not like a crime or something there, and they follow the shit
All
back.
my DNA.
Ooh, the shit.
That'd be crazy.
The
A
shit
guy like
bandit.
a guy like robs the place, but it's just like my diarrhea.
Yeah.
It's just like a whole trail. It's just a trail that goes straight to my apartment. It's a diarrhea trail. Oh man.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know. Are you guys? Is every shit an emergency for you guys?
Almost never, but there was a point in my life where definitely.
Yeah, it's at
100%,
that point.
yeah.
It's
I only shit at home. I'd say I shit not at home once every 3 months.
oh, that's good.
Yeah, it depends on how much I'm going to a second location.
Damn. Me, it's like every day. I was just trying to think. I was like, where did I shit yesterday? I'm like, oh yeah.
That was such a common story in New York. Like every person I met was like, first I was dating a girl and we were living together. Then we broke up and there was still 12 months left on the lease, so we had to live together. And then the other story was, so yeah, I shit myself.
Well, being on the subway and then like not having anywhere to go.
Yeah.
I shot myself before a show at the Creek in the Cave.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Stand up show or improv?
Yeah, stand up. But it stayed in there. and I wiped. This is disgusting. I'm sorry. For some reason,
I've never shit myself. Shat myself?
Shit myself.
hunged.
Shat myself.
Shat oneself.
Yeah.
I'm very Jeffersonian about not shitting myself.
Shatted myself, if I may. All right. Well, are
That's
we
when
done?
you shit in a powdered wig.
Yeah, what time are we at?
Jeffersonian. Yeah, that's about an hour.
Yeah, we're done. About?
What time?
Let's count to 30.
That's crazy. This has been a long one. I feel like we're kind of tired.
No, I don't know. I feel like this was a good one.
No, it was a good one, but it's, yeah.
I think it was a very
We'll do that 50.
content
I'm not
dense.
fucked up. I'm not fucked up on nicotine. That could be part of it. I don't have any nicotine, and this girl drink I drank.
Yeah, what is that?
We're at an hour.
It's a strawberry matcha.
Pink coffee.
It was a clearance, and I don't think it even has any caffeine in it because I'm not buzzing.
What's the point?
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you guys for listening.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We can end it at an hour. We don't need to do over.
We can end it right
We don't need to do anything.
now.
Yeah, this could be 6 minutes
All right, we're gonna end it right
now.
now.